Hi, and welcome back to Angels in the Library. I'm your host, Taransa, and this is my lovely co host, the Mrs. Drickley. And on tonight's episode, we're going to discuss the paid actor spirit. Okay, so on tonight's episode, we're going to talk about crisis actors. It's so interesting because I've always found people that believed in crisis actors as very bizarre. But here I am talking about it. And because I'm very much aware of how this is actually working, right? So a lot of things that you guys believe in are real. It's just not happening in the 3D. Okay. So first we got to break down how you guys are perceiving crisis actors and the paid actors. And I'm going to tell you how it's actually working. So as of now, people think of a crisis actor or a paid actor as like people putting on a whole show. Like when those shootings happen at those schools, people are thinking that that whole thing is a crisis actor. Like that's not real. Like the whole thing, like that lady said on the plane, it's not fucking real. Right. So people are perceiving these crisis actors as like setting up situations and enacting them. Now, what people are thinking where they're getting wrong is they're thinking that these people aren't actually dying, that these things didn't actually happen. Where they're right is that these people actually are setting it up, but it's not in the 3D. It's in the spirit realm. It's actually they're doing it through hell. Okay? So that's the thing. Like you guys actually do pick up on a lot of real stuff that's happening. It's just that you guys are taking it the wrong way. Like you guys will pick up on something being weird. What you guys are picking up on is that the spirits, the people that act in these TV shows like Law and Order, right? These people that act in these shows are the same spirits that will go out and be a crisis actor. Okay, so let me break down how that's happening. So the show Law and Order, well, first and foremost, everything is happening through spirit families, through portals, through hell. Watch my previous videos to understand a little bit about that. Okay, so pretty much Law and Order, that TV show, is created by these tarot cards, these Masonic spirits. This is one of their creations, one of their TV shows. They're the same spirits that are the police forces. Okay, so those people, that's their creations. The same way how like a a movie, Quentin Tarantino movie would be a Uriel movie. So everything's coming out of a certain spirit family. Okay. So essentially, the reason why you guys are picking up on these people being paid actors or crisis actors, or you guys call it the crisis actor, I call it the paid actor spirit because you guys call it a crisis actor. It's a spirit you're picking up on, and the reason why you're picking up on the spirit is because when these people go into reality and do things, you've seen that spirit on a paid actor show. Those are the same people. Okay. So right now, when they having the actor strike and the writer strike and there's no work, people are like, well, what's going to happen? They're about to bring their crazy reality TV shows, their crazy Law and Order shows to your world.
To everyday life.
And it's about to get crazy, y'all. And the paid actor spirit is the Law and Order spirit. Now we talk about the tarot cards. I got my tarot cards right here. I don't know if I can pull it up, but hopefully I can find it. But the main tarot cards that we're talking about spiritually would be the Justice tarot card, would be the Chariot is the police. Those are the same people. So these are their shows and their concepts. Okay, a good example was when Floyd got strangled in America, and everybody said Derek Chauvin that was a crisis actor because he got the paid actor spirit. That's the same lineage as the people that act in these TV shows. So and some of those cops be the paid actor spirits.
Right.
And some of them be Masons. There's so many lineages inside of the tarot, okay? But the paid actor, you guys know it because it be those terrible actors on TV. And the ones and now that the TV world is dying, we're seeing them do their paid actor work in real time and day. So how it's working So how it's working as in hell, they're sitting up. That's why I call them the Gotham City actors. They're sitting
Mhm.
up and coming up with plays to do. And now that nobody cares about TV, we know we have social media. They're coming up with scripts and they're doing them in real life.
Right.
Okay? So understand, like, when angels do things, like when angels do movies and TV shows, usually we have a full angelic cast.
Mhm.
When we do something, we do it together, right?
Right.
They do the same thing, but they're doing it through hell and they're playing it out in this 3D realm. And then what you
Mhm.
guys are getting confused is like, you know that that's an actor. You know they're not real.
Right.
And these are the worst actors on TV. The paid actor spirit. So essentially, they don't care that they don't have acting jobs.
Mhm.
And you got to remember, these spirit families work with the news. The news, those are the same spirits. This is in the same world. The news, the government, and their actors. But
Right.
before, while TV was booming, they could just put it all on TV. Now that nobody cares, it's all about attention and getting your energy. So if they can get your energy and attention through just doing it in real life, they're happy with that too.
Right.
And you guys know it's the paid actor because these be the worst actors, like this lady. These motherfuckers aren't real. The worst actors in the motherfucking world. That's what they got going on
Mhm.
in hell. They act terribly in hell.
Right.
And also, somebody got the paid actor spirit because they watch these TV shows. Who really watched Law and Order? You got
You're so right. A
the
lot of
paid.
gens love it.
We say,
Gens love that.
well, Jins like it too because they support hell. That's true. All these demons, they hang out in hell together. So when I'm saying they're doing it in hell, I'm an angel. Drika's an angel. We're in heaven. Our higher self is sitting in heaven. And then we're enacting, we're doing things down here. Now the difference is with angels and demons is this is their world. So their lower selves are in hell and playing it through this realm. So this is how the world's looking. If I could draw a diagram, I would put the heaven, our higher selves here in heaven, and then the demons lower selves here in hell, and this would be the regular world, and we're all enacting. Now what makes it different with demons is that this is their world. So like, we're not acting out. So like, angels come down here for missions. We're not here building up a world.
Right.
So in order for the police to have, like, they have to create jobs, they have to enact the missions. So essentially, where they're at in hell right now, they're unleashing the paid actor spirit into the world. And they've
Mhm.
been doing this for a while and they've been confusing you guys because most people see these paid actor people spirits and they go, this whole thing's fake. Versus this is really
Right.
real. They're really killing people. They're
Mhm.
just doing, instead of doing it on a movie or a TV show, they're doing it in real life. That's
Right.
how sick demons are.
Mhm.
They would really just come with a plot to kill 10 people and make it into a big show and then put it on their news shows and keep it turning.
Mhm.
This is why people be like, don't watch the news because it's their fake acting shows.
Right. Yeah, I've heard that before. They're like, the news is just all acting. None of it's real. And you know that there's actually people getting killed in your city or your town,
Right.
but you're trying to put together it's fake because you know something's off, but you can't explain exactly how it's off. So people just throw the whole thing out. It's fake.
Right. And when people talk about things being fake, they're talking about it's not with God. Because like I always tell you guys, God is everything real. So the reason why we
Mhm.
call it the paid or the fake acting spirit is because they're not real actors. Like they don't have their, when I say somebody's not real, it means they don't have a soul. They have nothing behind them. So their
Mhm.
acting is so bad. It's like it comes across like that paid actor spirit.
Right.
Like the worst actors that never gonna have a career. All they ever gonna do is sit up and be like,
The actors strike.
yeah, and so that's really important with the actor strike because all the humans and the angels is worried about this. Meanwhile, the paid actors in the Gotham City and all these demons, they're getting ready to act out on Earth, and they've been doing it this whole year. So right now, we're gonna go over some of their paid acting they've done so far. So the paid
Hmm.
actor spirit, y'all, watch out for these motherfuckers. For
Mm-hmm.
real. Watch out, 'cause these are crazy people. That's the first thing we have to address, man. The paid actor spirit ain't nothing to play with because
Right.
they're ready to go shoot up a school.
For their
These are
scene.
intense, serious demons. These people that want to act out a storyline
Mm-hmm.
out random. You know, they had that thing back in the day where they talk about like theater, like the pop up theater,
Mm-hmm.
but they're actually doing that. Like they're actually just like getting the script from hell and popping it off. So these
Pop-up
are very
acting.
dangerous. What do you say?
Pop-up acting in the 3D.
Yeah, pop up acting in the 3D. But and then people are thinking it's fake because it's like, why this is so random.
Right.
So they're just doing their new scripts, their new script idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is what I wanted to bring up. Phoebe
Yeah,
Copas. This was a really terrible paid actor show. And it sounds like the Long Order
it
SVU.
does.
It's the same thing. Oh, she thought he was taking her to Mexico, this and that. And then people are
Mm-hmm.
like, "Oh my god, like what if like that's crazy that she thought he was going to do this and do that." And none of it makes sense.
Right. They're saying she overreacted and maybe she just got so scared because there's been so many kidnappings and they're making excuses pretty much.
She got the full paid actor spirit.
Mm.
And so she pretty much, and the funny thing is she was on her way to I was going to say to hell. She's she was actually, it's so funny because I meant to say the casinos, but the casinos are hell portals because the casinos are from the circus lineages. So all
Mm-hmm.
the circus and the paid actors, they work together. They're not exactly the same, but it's like got it all working together because they're at least from the same branch. They're all
Right.
under tarot concepts. So essentially, and also this video we're jumping into tarot lineages. Only reason why I'm breaking this down right now a little bit is because it's going on in the world and it's very very dangerous. Like when they start bringing out these paid acting spirits, this means, and this is the problem, like why we have all these school shootings in America. We are a nation ran by the tarot.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what they do. These are their people. These are their descendants.
Hmm. Be on the lookout for viral videos of paid actors.
Yeah, be on the lookout for this, okay, you guys. But she was the
Mm-hmm.
one of the recent ones that was really a wild paid acting job, and they get paid in hell to do this stuff.
Oh.
That's why it's the paid acting spirit.
Mm.
Now this one was a really crazy one too, but this is all the same. Gotham City, crazy, to something in storms out of nowhere, somebody rushing through. It's all you'll know it's the paid acting spirit. And what's
Mm-hmm.
crazy is I know, like when you actually in Hollywood, I know girls that do comedy that are these paid actor spirits. That's why LA's so dangerous because you got so many of these paid actors actually going out to auditions.
Right.
Like you know how they be like, oh, so, like I remember when I first was auditioning back in the day and acting, people used to tell me like people would actually kill you to take your job, and I used to be like, is it
Mm.
that deep? But it really is for these paid actors.
Right, right. You see people make all those videos about how LA is so demonic. It makes sense because it's just a bunch of different demons there
It's
running the
so
shit.
many demons, and it's in like a high level of them. But
Mm-hmm.
now that they have the internet, they're not really gonna just be in LA. They're gonna be all over America. They
Right.
already have been. These are the spirits that do the school shootings. These are the spirits that do any type of chaotic, huge thing that's gonna go on the news. That's the part of the paid actor spirits. Because now that TV's out, they already know that they're part of the writer strike, and they're trying to create more craziness in the world to get everybody freaked out. Now I
Right.
wanted you to look at what you say.
No, I was saying right.
It's so crazy. Now I want you to look at this Nightmare Before Christmas. The mayor. That's the face they both make. This is the
Mm.
paid actor spirit. See the theater faces.
Right. One's like happy and the other's like this weird downturn frown.
Yeah, and that's like the purge face too. But she has that face she's making here, and so does
Mhm.
this lady here.
Right.
And these people, if they had more TV shows, they would be on TV. But now that the TV's up and they're trying to save their world, like they don't want to come out of power. So they're trying to do anything that's going to cause chaos in the world. So they're
Mm.
unleashing these demons all throughout America right now. And that's what sucks for people that have kids that go to these schools and stuff like this, because we know they're sending these, there's so many spirits that are demonic that are going to school too.
Right.
Yeah, remember, demons live and walk amongst us.
Mm.
They're everywhere. But when we're in this paid actor world, it's like
It's dangerous.
it's very dangerous, because this is the same. Think of it like Gotham City, and like that's how it is. And what was
Mhm.
crazy to me is look at this edit here. Look at this edit, Drake. Let me pull this up.
That motherfucker back there is not real. And you can spit on this plane and you can fucking die with them or
See how they even knew? People pick up
Right.
on stuff and have no idea. This is the Joker lineage.
Hmm.
She's a paid actor.
That's her family.
That's her spirit family. That's what they do. This is how weird and crazy this world is. That demons literally
Hmm.
wake up and go, "That's the download," and they go they go on the plane and act their concept. Now,
Right.
another thing I've noticed about the paid actor spirits is a lot of them are actually good actors. Some of them can do voices. A lot of these news anchors are part of the paid actor spirit family. Just a different side of it.
Mm.
Even there's a lot, even some comedians in the paid actor spirit family. Some of them can do certain impersonations. Like it's we on the Michael lineage, we do have people that do impersonations, but you'll know with these paid actor spirits because they always are kind of depressed. Like Nicole Linton, this lady here, she was suffering from depression. A lot of them have mental illnesses.
Mm.
And I'm not talking about anybody outside. I'm talking about the people. They have all these things combined, you guys.
Right.
I've known people from the paid actor spirit, and like I literally lived in LA, so I actually been around those demons, and they
Hmm.
are spooky as hell because they'll like wake up and they'll be crazy. They'll be up and down. I'm telling you right now, some weird stuff going on, y'all. But isn't that crazy how they actually edited the Joker in there? Like,
Yes.
look at this. It's proof of what I'm talking about. This is really who it is. These are the same people.
Hmm.
And this is how some of them look. You like
Right.
look at this guy, and then look at dang, the Nicole Litton. There was actually a photo of her regularly with those eyes. We were kind of talking about those eyes
Hmm.
before, but I want you to look at the Joker.
plane and you
Oh,
can
that's how they look. Like some of their big demons, they'll have that type of like. You ever seen those people? This is how you know a paid actor spirit. Those people and they smile and they're like this.
Right.
That's the classic paid actor spirit. Watch
Hmm.
out for those motherfuckers.
Right. Right.
They
Right.
are because the problem with the paid actor spirit is it's the reason why they have the commonality with the jinn, like the mask character, the Joker, and jinns have something kind of like the smile, because a lot of demons that do intense violence have a crazy smile.
Mm.
Okay, but
Okay.
the paid actor is more like these type of eyes, whereas the jinn, it's more like cat like. You know what I mean? It's look, the
Hmm.
eyes aren't the same. The paid actor.
Right.
Yeah,
It's more clown-like. The
it's
gin is
like
more mischievous.
yeah, it's a really creepy.
Hmm.
It's really, really creepy stuff. And I want to show you this other paid actor they caught. It's so demonic.
But it actually happened, and it happened in our own government. Congressional oversight is a constitutional demand. We did.
He's
Oh
like,
my!
it happened in our own government.
It's like this. Paid actor spirits are too much.
He's not doing a good job at all.
They're so bad at acting. That's what makes it hilarious, and that's why they're having breakdowns too, because they couldn't even get the acting jobs.
Right.
because demons down here don't always know why nothing's working out for them. Like nobody's really fully aware in the 3D. Everybody's operating off autopilot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Everybody down here is more aware in the realm that they really truly exist in. If you guys want to go into that simulation theory, like you're more aware. It's outside of like me. You know what I mean? All of y'all is more aware in the other realms. Look at this stuff right here. Are you kidding me? He got the whole outfit on. He's ready for his Law and Order episode.
Dedicate our careers to it. I have, at least. And during the course of my service, I've ran countless investigations.
That's what's crazy about the paid actor too, is that they don't have any like awareness because they're demons. You know what I mean? So these are demons that actually come out of. So the paid actor is a little different than the Jokers, but it's all coming from the overarching archons, the tarot cards, the archons, right? Now the paid actors at one point were actors in, like that's probably what they was doing. Like there actually are acting lineages, but the paid actor is a fallen actor. So now they just go and create
fallen parts.
Yeah, fallen parts to play in the world. Like like a random, and it's always with I told you the paid actor, it's the paid actor because it's a random one time and they get busted and it's a Law and Order situation and everybody talks about it.
Right. And like you said, they disappear.
Yes, that's one thing about the paid actor. Paid actors do their job and they get the fuck on. You never hear from them again.
Right.
Oh, man, that paid actor spirit is crazy. Some of these demons down here, I'm like, y'all are so crazy. Demons are really demonic, y'all. And then these ones, like, yeah, Derek Chauvin was another one that had the paid actor spirit. Anytime people are witnessing anything in this reality and they're going, it's not real, it didn't happen, that's because somebody involved had the paid actor spirit. And it actually is happening in 3D. It's just that person's a demon from the paid acting lineage. So if they weren't, if Derek Chauvin wasn't a police officer, he would have been on Law and Order.
Right.
That's his TV show. And they do those day parts. And it's true too, because even the paid actors on Law and Order, we never hear about them again.
We don't, and we will oftentimes see them not do never any other acting role ever, even the main character sometimes.
And a big thing the paid actor spirits do. Okay, a lot of the women paid actor spirits, they do a lot of these R-word cases. They claim people sexually assaulted them. Because I know a situation like this. I'm talking about the ones where they find out later on it was a lie. That's a standard one that they practice, and they do them on college campuses. Because I know somebody that happened to, and eventually it all went away. But that person, that lady that said that lie, she able to get away with it, and like nothing ever happened to her. And when like she literally left the state, and it was just like weird. It was like she made this whole story up, and then people believed it, and then it was like it really ruined this person's life. Sadly, he ended up committing suicide years afterwards, even though it never came out because he went into a depression after that. So I'm just telling you, that's another common thing I see with the paid actor spirits when they're women. They a lot of time will say somebody like they'll say that somebody did those things to them, and that's the problem with the paid actor spirit is because it takes. I mean, there's so many problems with the paid actor spirit.
Right.
Like that's just the only one, and that's the problem with the paid actor spirit.
Everything's a problem with them.
Everything's a problem with the paid actor spirit. But it's like stuff like this where it's like really serious things they'll go on court, and then it's always these cases like Law and Order. It's like these crazy cases and they blow up, and everybody on the college campus thinks these people did something. And then there's been case. I think there's another case like that was more famous. And it comes out. The one I'm talking about really was never able to go that far because it was a paid actor thing, but it was huge at the college it was at. If that makes sense. Like it ends up being this really big thing, and then like it ends up happening that none of that happened, and it was all like
the damage is already done.
It's funny, I heard Adele water under the bridge because she's a tarot card too, so she's connected to that. Remember Trump with the four kids?
I think
The
so.
what was that New York thing with the New York thing that was with the 4 black kids?
Mm-mm.
Remember Trump set those kids up and they just got released and they did a movie about it not too long ago on Netflix.
Mm-mm.
Let me
They
pull it
went
up.
under.
Trump 4 black
I know
4
Trump got all those people out of jail while he was in office. Do you remember that?
He probably released a bunch of paid actors.
Even the rappers, remember he was getting them out?
Yes, yes. Okay, sorry. It was the
Mm-hmm.
Central Park 5.
Mm.
Those black kids they accused of doing something they never did. So I know the women paid actors do a
Yeah.
lot of this accusatory stuff. So the paid actor spirit can be very, very, very dangerous.
Right.
But I know that's like one of their causes, and obviously they have a lot of problems. But I was gonna say with this problem with the paid actor spirit, remember how people were trying to say that if somebody does the paid acting, like if somebody lies about like the R word or some of these really traumatic things, they should have to go to jail, and that never is
Mm-hmm.
gonna happen because these are paid actors that work with the government. So like, people don't understand
Right.
like if you can't pick up on spirits, I'm trying to teach you guys to look at people in the eye so you will know if you're hanging out with a girl and she got the paid actor spirit.
Right. Be on high alert.
Be on high alert for the paid actor spirit because yeah, and a lot of them will have paid actor day jobs. Like this lady here, she was a like a nurse. A lot of them have those nurse Kevin Samuels. A lot of them be having these nursing jobs, these little simple paid jobs. And
Mm.
somebody ends up dead at Law and Order SUV.
And that's a terrible place for them to be, working in healthcare.
They work in healthcare because it's the same type of stuff, like these Law and Order shows.
Right. These dramatic scenes they probably create.
Yeah, they probably unplugging people from the hospital, doing all types of really crazy
Mm-hmm.
paid actor stuff. And it is for like the government because they're working for the government in hell. Our
Right.
government operates from hell. All these things are operating from down there. So they're having town meetings like down there going, okay, we got to get like you know how police officers have to get a certain amount of tickets each month? Well, they telling
Mm-hmm.
the paid actors right now, you guys got to do all this and that. Like this is what you guys have to do. We need energy. If we don't get energy, we're not going to be able to sustain it on Earth. So they have to go out and do their paid action jobs.
Right. And it's funny because you mentioned how they disappeared, and like I know everybody's seen the girl video of her yelling on the plane you just showed, and I was just saying like you never seen I haven't seen anybody link her social media or any kind of response from her at all. She just disappeared.
Oh my god. I've actually dated it's funny they date a lot of gins because 2 of my exes had dated the paid actor spirit. And I had a dream about one of these girls recently. Like I had like a nightmare about her because I had a dream she was gonna attack me, like spiritually, you know? And now I'm realizing that maybe she would be the person to try to say something crazy about me because she got the paid acting spirit. Can you hear me, Drake? You're frozen. Drake, you froze. Drika, Drika. That was an attack. I'm gonna tell
I
you because
know
I
I just disappeared. It said no reception. I'm like,
yeah, we've
what?
been talking about them disappearing. Like,
Oh
okay, because I was
yeah.
because so pretty much reason why I realized they disappeared is because 2 of my exes had dated paid actor spirits, and the first one she had accused him of like of a violent crime, and ended up
Mm-hmm.
getting washed under the bridge because there was no evidence of it. But that was when they broke up. So men, watch out for the paid acting spirit women. These women are the ones that are gonna say, "I'm gonna kill myself if you leave me." Oh, you know that one, like these girls that would be like text like I'm gonna kill, like I'm gonna do, like they'll text some crazy stuff. I've known, and then my other ex had a paid acting spirit girl, and she said that she was gonna do that to me. That she was gonna pull up and like do that for real. So it's very dangerous. And I'm being serious. For a while I was scared. So it's like I
Right.
can't even date. I gotta look at your exes and make sure you didn't date the paid actor.
Right, yeah.
It's very dangerous. And she was serious. She was trying to figure out where I lived. She didn't know where I was at, and she was trying to figure this out. And she had already threatened somebody else. It's kind of like this Nicole Linton situation where these people have all these crazy cases of saying these crazy things, and then eventually they actually end up going and reenacting and killing somebody.
Right.
Because she was threatening me, and then she was threatening like he had another woman that he was a friend of. And like, but I mean, like, she's actually showing pictures of the GUN. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's actually going that far. These paid actors. And then it's like these type of situations, if you call the police, you can't really do anything.
Right.
So this
I
is the
was
problem with the
thinking
paid
about
actor
that.
spirit. You just that's why you gotta avoid them in the 3D because it's really real.
I'm thinking also a lot of them are those stalkers.
Yes. But I know the women ones more than I know the male ones.
Right, because I'm thinking about one. I don't even want to talk about it. Don't want to bring them up.
I know I'm scared to talk about some of these demons myself. 'Cause I'm
Right.
like, I've been attacked by these people.
But yeah, it's those situations where you can contact the law forces, but there's no real projection of a story, so they can't do
Because
anything.
they work with those law officers. Those are their
Right.
spirit family. So all their crimes that the paid actors do, that you can't get them. Like if that girl
Right.
was to get me, I couldn't do anything.
Right. There's
I literally had to move into my friend's house for 2 months because she literally was telling people this.
Right.
And
You
she
just
was
have
looking
to.
for me, and like it was just getting really crazy. And then she was a hacker.
Oh, that makes sense. Stalking,
Hacking.
all that, like researching and trying to find you,
Yeah, like you know how people got
disappearing.
and a lot of times there's a lot of women with the paid actor spirit because it's easier to get away with these type of things as a woman on earth.
And you
And a
also
lot of we say
no, I was saying you part of them disappearing is like you can't find photos of them any other place. It's hard to find anything.
yes. Okay, so one of my exes that had a paid actor ex-girlfriend, I couldn't find any photos of her. Like literally. Like and meanwhile she know who I am and is like stalking me. You know what I'm saying? She got the real paid actor spirit. She's doing her research for the role.
Right.
And a lot of the paid
Exactly.
actor spirit women. That's why I tell you guys, you men on earth, be very careful with what you guys are feeding into. When we talk about the demonic world and being in an insecure state, you will attract the paid actor spirit women because these are the paid actor spirit women. They don't mind changing their whole self to get with somebody.
Oh yeah.
They don't mind if a guy likes button ups, they'll start wearing button ups. The guy likes baseball, they're into baseball. You see those girls that be like changing their
Right.
outfits depending on who they're dating.
Right.
That's how you
Yes.
know she got the paid actor spirit. You gotta run far away from the paid actor spirit because they're very dangerous. This is one of the
Right.
most dangerous demons on earth. Y'all think jinns? See, the thing with jinns is jinns are very violent and ratchet and crazy. But the thing about a jinn is that like it's constant and it's like a buildup. It's not out of nowhere. The paid actor spirit, she'll just go drive the car into the house, like some crazy, like really wild stuff and stalk you forever.
Got it.
Oh, you know the classic movie with Martin Lawrence and why am I forgetting it? Where
A thin line between love and hate.
that's a paid actor spirit job. That she's
Ah.
playing the character of paid actor spirit.
Yeah, we've all seen that.
The male paid actors, a lot of them are police officers. Like they do more stuff like government stuff, like killing like killing people on the street, like these type of things. So the male paid actor spirit is more operating like in the government and like structural things where they can get away with it too. These like really dirty cops and stuff like that.
Right.
Like the roles on SUV.
It gets deep.
It gets deep. They bringing the paid actor ain't nothing to play with. And
Mhm.
I really never even like this is my first time even talking about the paid actor spirit. This is all news to me because
Right.
I never paid it any mind because of I didn't when people talk about the crisis actors, I knew that these like I didn't listen to that because that's actually a conspiracy because people are actually getting killed. Like these demons are actually doing things. So the double conspiracy they're playing on you is to make you think that it's all fake. That's
Right.
how deep it is. Because they're the same people that create the conspiracies.
Mm.
It's the same spirit
Yeah.
families that are the part of the conspiracy, the news report. They're creating it to be a conspiracy, and then you guys are latching onto it because you know something was weird about it. I mean, I'm trying to think of any of the scenarios of male crisis actors. Well, my best friend got killed by what I would say one. He was like a regular white kid, and like a bunch of like my best friend growing up, he and his friends, well, his friends were getting into it with this kid, and like it was like something very small. It wasn't even like physical. And he was sitting in his car, and the kid goes in his house and grabs a gun and shoots my best friend who wasn't even involved in it. And it was like a random white kid that's like in a regular neighborhood. It wasn't even anywhere like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anything crazy, anything where you could like see it coming. 'Cause that's the thing with the crisis actors
Right.
versus the gins. Like the gins, you could literally know it's about to go there. Like he was just sitting in his car. The other people had gotten into it, and he just came out with a gun and shot him. Paid actor stuff. So it's any of these things that are just like really intense violence out of nowhere.
Mm. Yeah. School
Oh, you
shootings.
know what though? A lot of these traveling nurses, because that isn't that when Kevin Samuels passed away, you know? And they were
Was
talking
it?
about Latinas because technically that would be the Latina lineage because it's Uriel stuff.
Oh
And she
yeah.
popped up and she was like really, really cute.
Oh. Now is that you got a point.
And it was like an acting thing, it was a mystery how he died. Paid actor spirit.
Yes.
And
Oh
that's what y'all
wow.
get for building up the demonic world. Like this is why people don't care because y'all will go and talk bad stuff about real angelic women, real angelic beings, and then you'll summon a demonic woman.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't get rid of the paid actor spirit. The paid actor spirit is the hardest demon to get rid of, especially for a man. They'll ruin your career. They'll ruin your legacy. They'll stalk your future woman. They'll pop your tires. I mean, the paid actor spirit is like something that you can't even fathom. Obsessed forever. And a lot of people summon that paid actor spirit when they're in a place of like low self esteem where they want somebody to be obsessed with them. Oh, we see that meme that's going around on the internet where all these people are like, I want my man to be obsessed with me like this.
Right. That makes
So they're
sense.
summoning that paid actor spirit.
Mm-mm.
But the male paid actors, I don't think they do as much of that stuff because it doesn't really work on women as much like as like the men are more so looking for a paid actor, aka a fake woman to date.
Right.
So there's a lot more like paid actors in there's a
There's a
lot
lot
more
more work for
women.
them.
What do you say?
There's a lot more work for them.
Yeah, it's a lot. A lot more roles for the woman paid actor. It's a bastardized world. This is so bad. Demons never cease to amaze me.
Never
Just when I think
not.
I know everything about demons, I figure something
Right.
new
That's
out.
a new one.
The paid actor spirit. I can't.
So yeah, I was noticing a lot of them, the paid actor spirits, but I also noticed this with like other demons, where in general they don't really blink a lot. So like the video of the guy, he blinks like they said like 3 times the whole clip, and it's like, hmm, how is that possible?
You know what's funny too, Dreek, is like in the acting world, like I never really liked this is a big thing that I was really hard at for me is I constantly blink and they're always telling me I gotta stop blinking like to I don't know how to do that. I gotta
Right?
stop blinking.
My eyes be
And
like,
I because the paid actor spirits are demons, they don't blink. And then that so in the acting world, we're supposed to be doing the paid actor thing. So
ah,
because the paid actor spirit is supposed to be they're getting most of the parts in acting like all those bit
mhm.
parts, I wonder why they can't book is because it's gonna go to the paid actor spirit.
This is just
Like those are
crazy.
their jobs on Earth.
Hmm. You
Okay,
know,
it's just
it makes the writers to strike even more. Just like I don't even know how to describe it. It's just crazy. It's like if you're like an average person, you know, you're not a paid actor spirit. You, it's like no point in even really bringing it up. Like you can't compete with that. You're not gonna have a job.
oh, you mean like the well, I was gonna say it's gonna really affect these paid actors too, because now that means that they don't have any roles for how long? In a year until this whole thing ends. So we're gonna
Right,
see more paid actors going into the regular world doing crazy stuff.
right.
'Cause if they can't get their jobs, they're gonna look for a role to
They're
play.
gonna make work.
Because they want to be on the world stage. So essentially, they're using TV and film to get on the stage. But if they got to go walk up and kill somebody to get on the world stage, they're going to do it. And the more crazy and the more chaotic, the better. And then they do all that dramatic, crazy crying in the courtroom and all this stuff. It's like,
Right, and it makes sense. That video of that girl, you know, with the plane, um, nobody really reacted. And it's like people were commenting. I remember when it went viral, like I would have got off the plane because like even her acting that way, whether you know she's a paid actor spirit or not, it's just that's weird. Like it's something off. Like I would have got everybody was just sitting there like, you know, it kind of plays into what you're saying. Like be cautious and wary of people who are acting like this. Like you don't want to be in their space.
yes, like if somebody acts like this, get away from them because these kind of people could have a gun in their purse. They could actually go further than this. These things could
Right.
escalate with these type of peer people, you know? So yeah, everybody on the plane, like I think because people are living in a normal world, they don't know like how deeply spiritual this think like, oh,
Hmm.
and then it becomes a big conspiracy because we can see something's this person's a demon, but nobody knows that's what's actually happening. Like, oh,
Right.
she has mental health, or I seen people talk about how the mental health is getting so bad. It's like, no, demons are just are turning up, and you gotta remember every year, every I would say like 6 months they switch a different demon to the top of the front of the line.
Yeah.
Every 3 to 6 months they bring out new demons. Right now we already seen they bring out all the paid actors, and that's because of what the actors strike. So all the paid actors, these demons that will be getting these small bit parts all on these TV shows, now they're going out into the real world.
I don't even know what to say.
So you guys, I want to bring back this guy Marquise that was on TikTok talking about Carly Russell because that's how we picked up on this. Like I had sent this video because it was super viral to Drake, and all the comments, nobody was saying anything. I hadn't seen it. She texted me, was like, that video was kind of weird. And I was like, really? I was like, well, let's put it on the podcast tonight. And we picked up on it being really weird. You guys can go watch that episode. Today, everybody found out that he wasn't really her sister. But me and Drake had already said that he knew where she was spiritually because we had figured out it was a whole tarot concept. This
Right.
kidnapping was a tarot thing because they promoted it so much. And we figured out he was tarot based on how he was talking because he was talking
Hmm.
about the black and white spirit, this and that. But essentially, it took the world to expose the fact that they weren't actually siblings for people to catch on to this guy being a weirdo. Where if
Right.
you watch how this guy talks, there's nothing normal about him.
Mm-mm.
He's
Yeah.
literally soulless. And I was saying that, but I was like, he's soulless.
Mm-hmm.
Let's watch his update. And he deleted the comments.
Right. I saw where when I did see it, I saw where he replied to his, you know, his update video of the, you know, the them finding her. He only
Mhm.
replied to like one comment, and it was like, "Yes, you know, so thankful that she's back home safe." And I'm just like, "Are you not gonna address that? That's not your sister." Like what?
That's also a fake paid role. He's playing the role of somebody's brother.
It's so bad.
Yeah, like he inserted himself into the world's play real fast. Like they wrote a script for him.
And you know what? Also
And it
interesting,
worked. He got 100,000 comments on that first video.
right? In his page, I don't know how many followers he had prior, but I clicked on his page. He has like 100,000 people following him.
No, you had picked up on that before because you told me like, is it her brother? Who is he? Like, how does he already have followers? And I was like, I don't know. I'm
Right,
like, he
right.
does.
He already
I
had a lot.
I didn't even pay attention to those details, but if I was actually doing like a investigative research on this guy, I probably would pick that up. But because we just used it for the podcast, we already picked it up. We knew he was
He's
a
been
demon too.
acting.
Yeah, we knew it was an acting job. Sisters in Christ. And in the paid acting spirit, they're the worst actors in the world. That's how you know it's them. They're not even good at their fucking job. How you
Fallen acting.
what you say?
Fallen acting.
Yeah, fallen acting. Oh my god. And they love these dramatic storylines, like he's playing the brother to somebody who was kidnapped.
Right. And do you not think that I mean, I know the family hasn't really spoken out too much. I don't think since the whole discovery, she was found. But it's kind of interesting they haven't mentioned that.
Yeah, I think the thing with we're the first ones to talk about the paid acting spirit. Everybody lets
It's like why hasn't
everybody
the
lets
family?
them get away with it because nobody knows what to say.
Right.
Like
Cuz
it's kind of an awkward thing. These people that attach themselves. Oh, paid acting spirits. They love funerals.
oh yeah. Yeah, when people make those, you ever see people be like pay me $20 those memes and I'll stand at your funeral? You've seen those. That's what they're channeling.
Yeah, those people at the funeral is be breaking down. I wanted to go up there and give a speech. They want to play a role at the funeral.
This world.
the paid. They like graduations too.
Oh yeah.
Anything that will be on TV, they love.
Oh, wait, you know what?
What?
I discovered this recently where people will hire people to come to their wedding or to be in their wedding. So that must be them too. You've seen those before?
Yes.
They
Oh,
hire people to come to their wedding.
and maybe like the movie Wedding Crashers. Maybe they're playing paid actors, people that go to people's weddings too. People that
Right.
show up to events because in movies there's always a big wedding scene,
Mm-hmm.
so they like weddings and stuff.
This is crazy.
Oh my god, let's watch this clip. Let's see how he does in his role.
Update on our sister in Christ, Carly.
It's so crazy, like the fact that this is the script update on our sister in Christ.
Sister in Christ.
Once you know it's the paid acting spirit too, it makes it so much worse. It's like, what? Where are you getting these lines from? Who wrote it?
Oh
I'm
my
trying to figure out,
gosh.
like, they must have some writer in hell, but it's always the same stuff.
Right. You said hell was repetitive.
Right. I learned that from actually Uriel. Uriel said everything in hell is repetitive, so it's like that's why it's the same. It's the same Law and Order SUV every time.
Mm-hmm.
Also, breaking news. Okay, let's see what he says next.
Russell. Thanks
Oh, that little rub. That was a paid acting spirit.
to many prayers, many shares, and the efforts of law enforcement and citizens, and especially our TikTok community.
Oh my God, the paid acting spirit. Thanks to law enforcement, citizens,
Right.
and
Faith in the family.
the TikTok community, we have saved the nation.
Mm-hmm.
It's so bad. It's like, come on, bro.
I am pleased to announce that Carly Russell, our sister in Christ, has been found. She has been found and she's at UAB. This story could have had a tragic ending. There are still lots of unanswered questions.
Isn't it?
Realize.
Doesn't it remind you
why
when
he's
you
putting that music in the thing? He's adding music to the acting show.
and then he keeps pausing like when you forget your lines and you're trying to like draw them up like and also What is going on?
Oh my god, yeah, he was like, oh, it's so crazy. The paid actors is out here, y'all.
But tonight or this morning, none of that really matters.
But tonight or this morning, none of that really matters.
He's like, my job here is done.
Carly Russell is back with her family. Our sister in Christ, because we all are brothers and sisters in Christ, will be returning to her family. And that's the best possible outcome for a situation like this. I can rest now.
He does all those things with his eyes too. His eyes goes to the side.
Right.
And now I'm
Mhm.
thinking, does he want to get cast in a Tyler Perry movie?
Gotta be, because what are you
Yeah, I can
doing?
tell he's putting that thing like our sisters in Christ. You know those like Tyler Perry movies where they have everybody
Right.
in like the rows in the pews.
Mm-hmm.
He's so ready to play that role.
Did you catch what song he was playing?
I don't know. It's like a movie song. Those one of those songs you only hear in those TV shows.
The last time it was Mary J. Blige.
Yeah, it's those random like low key black soulful songs that they play in those like hardship times in those movies,
Yeah.
those TV shows. He's adding it. He's adding his paid actor spirit. But we should look him up because those songs he probably saw. Look at his eyes here.
Knowing that God has the last say so in any situation. I thank you all for your efforts. I thank my TikTok community, my established TikTok community, and even those new TikTok family members, because I don't have friends, I only have family members, for stepping in, sharing that story on out, and getting the word out about Carly Russell. You guys use the platform in a way to make a real change, and that's great. So, back to my normal schedule.
His normal scheduling. And I had just said that. I was like, this is like what did I say? I forgot. It's like the ending when you're like rolling the credits.
Yes. He let the credits roll and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It was like he played the end of the movie role.
Right.
God has the last say.
That's the best possible outcome. Who
Right.
says that?
Just everything was so crazy. I can't even take it. It's like I almost want to watch it again because it's so bad, but I'm just like, it's too much. It's
And
too
the
much.
comments. Did anybody?
He took them off because once everybody caught on that they weren't real siblings, people now are just talking about how nobody cares about black women for real, and like they're going into something completely different. And I think this is a black
Right.
thing. This is totally the paid actor spirit. It has nothing to do with.
Right. It's not that at all.
And this is how demons create so much chaos on Earth. Because then you go
Mhm.
right back to their other magic spell. So they bring out the paid actor spirit, and now you're just like, why would somebody do that? And so then you're thinking, oh, he's like doesn't care about black women for real, because who would like add themselves to this situation? But you got to remember, demons need energy, so they have to add themselves to these type of situations to create energy, and this feeds into it being a hoax, into it being something staged, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm making something in the other video about the actual case, because right now this is way more important than that case
Right.
overall. It's like at the end of the day, this paid actor spirit is on the loose right now.
Yeah.
And it's gonna get worse. And you guys aren't picking up on it being a demon.
Who says that?
And these are the people that in like the 80s and 90s got those like TV roles that were like, we know when they would get fired from those from in those jobs, and they would have like their box of stuff, walk out the office like, and I'll sue you motherfuckers.
Right.
I'll like, all those like crazy
Mhm.
dramatic lines.
They'd be like, what is the line? this isn't the last time you're gonna hear from me.
Yeah, they love that. This isn't gonna be. I'll see you, motherfuckers, in court. Those are these paid acting spirit,
Right. Oh my god.
and a lot of them do the soap operas and things like this. But most of the paid acting jobs, they're up. So now they're doing their job on Earth, and
Mm.
in regular timeline, and it keeps going back to everybody being like, "Oh my god, last time, the writer's strike happened, there was reality TV, and now they're doing it again, but they're doing it like in real life, daytime."
Mm-hmm.
You just saw 3 situations in the last several months that are all paid acting spirits
Right.
because they don't have roles anymore. So
Stay protected.
stay protected and be very wary of the paid actor spirit
Mm-hmm.
because they know how to be approachable. They know how to talk in terms of what people are supposed to say. They're very
Right.
scripted though, so you can pick up on them because they'll say something very, very scripted. These
And
are the
this was
small talk people.
right. This was also like a good example of that because nobody in the original video was picking up on it at all. It completely went unnoticed. And then even in this second video, people just completely went back to the story and they were like, you know what? It doesn't even matter that it's not her brother. What matters is that she's at home and she's safe. So it's like once again, it just didn't get addressed. We kind of like everybody just dismissed it.
Because nobody knows what that is. 'Cause it's so random. Like paid actors really throw everything off because it's kind of like, why would somebody do that? If you're in the regular world and you have the conditioned mind and you see somebody acting like this, you just think that like they're you don't even know what to think. People just start thinking that it's like, why would you do this to a black woman? They go back to a spell because they have no other way to look at it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're on my channel, if you learn about spirits, now you will know this is the paid actor spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And you probably knew some of them in your classroom growing up. You probably might have a friend. Some of you might have a parent that's a paid actor spirit.
Right.
Like, you girls want anything to eat? Paid actor spirit. I made you guys carrots and broccoli with ranch dip. That's the paid actor spirit. I knew a parent was a paid actor spirit, and they always have lunch ready and dinner ready. Okay, I'll see you at 5. Have a wonderful day, honey. Oh my God. So today at Target, and we're talking about this on Target today, I seen a lady that was a paid actor spirit. And she kept telling me she was working the checkout, and it's funny because Target goes back to their world because Target's a tarot
Yeah.
business. So
Mm-hmm.
also right now, be very, very wary of going into tarot card businesses.
Mm-hmm.
Target, McDonald's, anything that they run, they're gonna have their paid actors at. Anyways, at Target, she kept being like, "Thank you so much for coming in here," and I kept being like,
What was that
"That
about?
about?" Yeah, so I'm like, she's looking for a role. Cash
Mm.
register lady.
Oh.
They're picking up all these little roles throughout society right now. So the real world's about to get really scary.
It makes sense. If you've ever been employed certain places, they play on that energy. Like they'll give you a script of what to say as soon as a person calls, and you'll have to like read it off.
Oh yeah, they do
They're
that.
like training you into that energy, like read the
Right, because
script
demons
and
always want to involve you in their world. Is kind of what Drake is hitting on. So essentially, they get us to learn how to be fake actors.
mm-hmm. Right.
So we need to do the fake acting role. Like I say audition, we go to job interviews, we all put on the fake acting spirit.
Right. We know how to do it. They teach.
they teach us. They teach us how to be demons.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can do the fake acting spirit too.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea when Steven left. I had no idea he would do this. Nobody knew he was this kind of
Dramatic
person.
acting.
Nobody knew he was this kind of person. They love those news stories too, where like somebody does something in the neighborhood really bad, and they're always saying the same thing. We had no idea. We used to hang
Right.
out with this guy. If we would have known, we'd have called the cops.
No, you wouldn't. So
Oh my
silly.
God. Yeah. My favorite is the the paid actors. They were like you said, I'll see you again, motherfucker.
Right. A
Oh,
good
you know
drama
what?
scene.
Oh, you know what? They It's funny because they're doing these airplane scenes right now. But I was at a McDonald's not too long ago, and then the line was going really crazy long, and like the people inside of the McDonald's like weren't answering, and everybody started acting out.
Right.
So a lot of times that spirit will be hovering when like there's chaos because people started pounding on the McDonald's door like open the fuck up, my kids are fucking starving.
Right. That makes
That's-
sense.
and it gets you excited. Like you could play into the fake acting spirit. 'Cause sometimes like you will be around a fake acting spirit and then it'll get you revved up too. And then everybody starts
Mm-hmm.
acting out. Cause that's the whole thing. The fake acting spirit wants you to act out and act crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And they're very manic people. You know who has a fake actor spirit? Robert Townsend's daughter.
Oh my gosh. Dang.
I was gonna say it earlier, but I felt bad to expose her.
You see my hand on my chin? No, because I used to, like she's Robert Townsend's daughter, and I was like, yeah, people love Robert Townsend's, his movies. So I was aware of his daughter. She was viral several times on social media for her impersonations of that person.
Well, it's
Do you
funny
remember
because I
that?
was gonna say a lot of the fake acting spirits coming out of the third lineage, so it's coming out of that person's lineage.
Edit that part.
I don't know if I should add her being in it because I was gonna say about it earlier, but I don't know how it works to expose certain people that are.
Right. Don't. I don't want
What do you
I don't want
mean?
no blood on my hands.
No, I put all that together earlier about how it being the third lineage because the acting lineage, and that's why Beyonce acts like a fake paid actor when she talks.
Right.
I knew I was ready when my
Mm,
husband called me.
mm.
I want to thank my husband, my rock.
So they're supposed to be doing acting.
I don't know what they supposed to be doing. We gotta call Uriel.
Oh my gosh.
I can't
Crazy.
believe it. But this crazy acting roles is too much.
That's a great example of following somebody, watching them, just being blinded to what's really going on. And you could easily have somebody like that you like or you enjoy in
And
your
I think she's
circle.
actually even said she's been depressed before.
Mm.
And she looked like the Nicole Linton person too. I picked up on her being one of these fake actors earlier, but I just didn't know if I really wanted to expose her because she's bigger in the world. And also, we say,
No, I was just gonna say I don't know.
yeah, because it's kind of like there's certain people, and it's a lot of people. I don't know if I'm going to add this to the movie, but if I do add this to the podcast, I want you guys to know there's a lot of people that are demons, and sometimes I don't feel bad exposing them, but you do feel weird exposing certain people, like even people I've met in real life that are demons. It's kind of like it feels kind of weird to like let everybody know that they're a demon because
Right.
outside of this, everybody sees them as normal people,
Hmm.
and it feels weird to be like, no,
Oh, and interesting. She disappeared. I never, she was like very hot at one point.
you know what's interesting
And
too? Because like when you act, when you go to that world, even how people think I disappeared, something about when you start going to the acting world, it makes you disappear. Like these missing persons. So it's the same people, and they have those missing persons. All have um those photos and
oh,
stuff like acting calls. So I believe those people are actually missing, but it's those same people doing these things. The script writers from the fake acting spirit world.
hmm.
They're getting rid of people, which makes sense that they kidnap somebody and then these fake actors come out and do their whole job. Like this guy Marquise. But the people that are getting like abused, these are people are like innocent, they're regular people. They're not
Hmm.
demons, but the demons are putting on a whole show with it.
Right. And it undermines the entire story.
Right, and you're right because she did disappear. They do disappear really really heavy.
I did not. What did your dad say? I did not. Oh my gosh. I had no idea. It's so bad.
It's funny because like when you actually think about like law and order, like in general, I right now on my screen I have like pictures. I was looking up one of these people, Nicole Linton, and I have all these people popping up that are like they're criminals. It's just
Mm-hmm.
like acting. When you commit a crime, you gotta go in front of the light and take a headshot.
You're right.
So it's all the same people, like the officers. All this is tarot concept. Go in front of a light, take a photo front and back. And then when you do acting scenes, you playing those same kind of characters. But in general, you gotta take a headshot to be a criminal. It's all these
Mm.
photos and these cameras involved in like their whole process because the act. A lot of the police officers have that spirit too. I mean, the whole tarot cards, they're all acting. Even Drake started off as an actor, fake
Right.
acting spirit.
Oh my
But
gosh.
yeah, I don't think he's from that lineage. But still, see how he get into the acting stuff because he's tarot. Like
Mm-hmm.
they all have all these tarot people that do this acting stuff.
It's deep.
What do you say?
It's deep.
Yeah, because I didn't want to expose her. I was thinking about it the whole time. Like, it's weird. Like, should I be saving? Like, why shouldn't we expose her?
I mean, I guess you could. It's fair because she is one that totally went under the radar. But then I don't know because she also isn't around. So it's like, is it? I don't know.
Right, but I guess you know what? She'll be somebody to watch for because she's probably not gonna be able to find this video, but she'll be somebody to watch for this like coming up.
Right. Okay. Because I don't know if you want to leave in
The
that
Beyonce thing.
person, huh?
Yeah, we can leave Beyonce. We can leave that in. Look, I talked about a lot of people that are dangerous in this video. Like, what's
Right.
my ex's girlfriends that are really dangerous and all that stuff. Like,
Mm-hmm.
these people that actually try to do like really bad things to me. I've like been in really messed up situations by some of these fake acting spirits.
Right.
You know, and
What
they
other?
also are big time hackers. Like, they can hack into your whole everything. They're like the worst type of demons, in my opinion.
Hmm.
Paid actors, and then their acting is so bad.
Right. I was thinking about, hmm.
What?
A lot of them must work in PR.
Yeah,
Like, you know how they'll clean up a celebrity's image and make sure
that's
that
tarot
they're like,
concept.
right, they're taking away certain pictures. Um, yeah, more confirmation.
Because they're the people that are trying to create an image, and that's what we're supposed to be here to delete. We're supposed to be here to delete a tarot image. We're supposed to be yourself. We don't need to be known as an image, a perfect person, a good citizen of America. Thank you to the citizens and the
Mm-hmm.
families and everybody that came together to get this thing done. We would have never done it without you. I miss I miss her so much. It's been 5 days. I don't know what we're gonna do, but I appreciate last one of you.
Exactly how it is, too.
Big acting spirit. And if you don't know how to act, that's how people act. Don't know how to act. They act like the fake actor
Mm-hmm.
because they don't know how to do the actual acting. The only way you would know how to act is if you actually are born to do that. If you actually have the real acting spirit.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes like award shows in like Hollywood even creepier because these are like the crazy demons. Like when we see the BET awards, we think those are crazy demons, but it's like no, I'd rather be around the gins than the fake actors.
Right.
Oh, a lot of the people that assassinate people are these fake acting spirits.
Mm.
That's why we're feeling weird tonight because those are the people trying to kill me. Remember Right? Remember how you told me to wear a bulletproof vest? Those are the demons
Right.
that are trying to kill me. The fake actors. I know that's why, and that makes sense. That's who took out a lot of people.
Yeah.
They took out
Mm-hmm.
MLK. They took out JFK. They took out Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham.
The fake actors, fake
Wait
acting
a
spirit.
minute. Yeah. Didn't they
That
say that
makes
guy was
sense.
a performer?
What you say?
Didn't they say that guy was a performer that
Yeah,
killed Abraham?
yeah. But that makes sense. Why I was feeling like I was already had somebody like that threatened to kill me before. The fake acting spirit. So that's why this episode is really crazy, and I don't know how much we're gonna release from this because those fake actors are some of the biggest assassinators to mankind.
This is something for the Patreon. It's too much.
Right. Oh my god. Yeah. Fake acting spirits, man. And that makes sense because we know where they're coming out of. They're coming out of the one of the biggest demons of all time. And we know she's killed a lot of people, so she has all those fake actors killing people. That makes sense why we feel weird about this episode because you were telling me I need to wear a bulletproof vest and all this stuff.
Right. And I hear the helicopters.
I can't with the they in LA they love having those helicopters out. And the worst part about the fake acting spirit is it's so random. Like it's like you could
Yes.
if you're famous and celebrity, how they kill JFK, how they just kill people. Like they don't. It's a very bad spirit group to have against you.
Hmm.
So that's why it's very dangerous right now.
Right. I'm speechless. This
I know
episode.
it's got really deep, but let's just close. Let's just make an ending, just so when if I want to edit it, we'll put that in there.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys, that was the demonic spirit family of the fake acting spirit, the paid actor spirit. And now I'm just feeling like a little intense because I mean they've done so many things. These are the spirits that killed JFK, that killed Abraham Lincoln, that killed Martin Luther King. Like Drika was saying, the guy John Wilkes Booth. What do you want to say,
Yeah.
Drika?
Yeah, the guy that killed Abraham Lincoln, I believe we read he was previously an actor, a performer.
Was doing his fake acting spirit stuff at the
Mm-hmm.
theater, and then he went and did that to make his name bigger. Because demons always want to be big in the world,
Hmm.
and to them that's the acting role. So you have to understand that these are like really, really deadly demons, and
Right.
certain things we might not post on here. They might be on available on the Patreon, but yeah, you guys, thank you for watching. This is Angel in the Library. Be safe and look people in the eyes and stay away from the fake acting spirit. If you see somebody that's acting like that on the airplane, remove yourself as quickly as possible because these people
Yes.
are very deadly and crazy. If
Mm-hmm.
you're at school and you're a kid and you feel like you're around somebody in your classroom that has a fake acting spirit, try to ask your parents to just figure out a way to protect yourself because these people are very what's the word when it's like it's out of nowhere, out the
Sporadic.
blue. What you say?
It's very sporadic.
Yes, it's very sporadic and random, and it's really violent, over the top type of crimes they commit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they do kidnappings, assassinations, any type of shootings, anything that's a car incidents. So just be very mindful right now because we're in the era of the fake acting spirit because of the actor strike.
Right.
So they're doing the purge, you guys. I love you guys. On that note, good night. Love you guys. Have a wonderful night.